That's my rule. Yeah. Siberian Huskies. Yeah. I had a husky. Yep. And I had a Timberwolf. Yeah, what the fuck do you want?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Bortles' Jaguars. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, he caught it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First carry for Chris Ivory. And he's going to be stopped here on this first. No gain, and it's second down. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Alan Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Look, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. Third straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Third and 2, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. On
first down, Newton. Caught on the left side by Bailey. Benjamin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him at the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
And the starters defensively for Jacksonville, and it's a Jags team that finished 3-13 last year, but on this side of the football, they've got a solid foundation, don't they?
I thought that their defense kept them in a lot of games in 2016. I thought they played really well, and now they've got a young core of guys. Remember Jalen Ramsey drafted last year. He made the all-rookie team. Yannick Ngakoue, and a really promising outside linebacker.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working, going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bortles going to throw. And
what the
fuck? Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
What you did it to yourself?
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
From the 50, Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Panthers are going to get a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Newton to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Stewart is the lone setback. To the air again, Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Off play action. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember the practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot.
I kept my feet in, bro.
Ball back. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Bortles going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Stewart is the lone setback. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Throwing is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And his throw is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Charles Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT. Trying to lay, and that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll be a Carolina first. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the red zone now, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. The football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Bortles to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Olsen over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
I thought he picked that bitch.
Kelvin Benjamin from 8 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Bortles. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles will try again on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Johnson in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very...
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 44 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
How in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Bortles will keep it, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's brought down after a good game.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. Newton now to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Johnson in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense. Had a nice, you can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Vernon Butler in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close.
You can't force him in the end zone.
Close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Come on, man. You pushed him in. You can't push him in.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach.
There goes Alan Hearns. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Alan Hearns, 99 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 75 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They send Green to the left on his own.
Green, 90.
Bortles to throw on second down. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's run shit.
Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there.
Ooh,
He
nice
sets
block.
to fire deep. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long. It's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go. Green 39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the
nice.
Caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This from 44 yards away. And the Jags grab it.
Caught to a field goal. Caught to a field goal.
And tough starting field position here.
Shit, man.
They send Green to the left on his own.
Shit, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Here we go.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to air one out. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
What's on your class,
and it's a
nigga?
presentation of EA Sports.
All right, man. Yeah, I got you. Feel you. Oh.